I was doing some work today on my book. I'm in editing mode, which is very, very exciting and slightly frustrating place to be. And it's all about the stories that we tell ourselves. So it's chapter 4, and it's all about the self-limiting, self-destructive, self-sabotaging stories that we tell ourselves that are really the culprits to our lack of success. And I was thinking about that, and you can read a lot about mindset. But here's my issue with the word mindset. Kind of like with my same issue with the word mastermind. They're an overused and often misused word. So when someone says, change your mindset, change your life, everyone's like, what the heck's a mindset? And it can be very confusing and quite frankly, very frustrating. If you don't know what a mindset is, how the hell do you change it? So I was looking it up, different references, and I came across this great article, which I think did a really good job of explaining the difference. So there are two different kinds of mindsets. There are a fixed mindset, and then there's the growth mindset. And fixed mindsets are people who are like, well, you know what? These are the cards I was dealt, therefore they will be always the cards I will play, right? So you're limited by whatever it is you currently have in terms of skills or intelligence or, socioeconomic status. You just thought, well, these are my cards, so I'm just going to give up, and that's just what I'm going to do. For the rest of my life, I can't learn, I can't change, I am forever stuck. And, with my high performance coaching program, I can't really work with those people. They're the ones who, come to some of my sessions, my mastermind sessions. And every single time an idea is shared that might be able to help them, they're like, nope, can't do that. It's not going to work for this, that, or the other reason. Super frustrating, not only for me, but it also breaks my heart because I know that they're not going to change. So they're not going to really grow. Which brings me to the second mindset type, which is a growth mindset. So obviously with a growth mindset, it's just that. They are fixated on learning. They're fixated on growth and on all the different things that they can do to become better people, better business people, better communities, servers, a better spouse, better partner. And when you have the growth mindset, the cool thing about that is people who fail in the fixed mindset go down and stay down. With the growth mindset, you kind of shake yourself off and went, well, that didn't quite work as planned. Let's go try something a little bit different. So it's still kind of keeping that overall goal in mind. And so a mindset is, if you look it up in the dictionary, it is a set of attitudes. So when you look at, when you do a self-assessment, and with my clients, I really dig deep with these self-assessments. Nobody gets away with any of these, highfalutin, really broad topics when I'm trying to dive deep. But when you look at a mindset, is just a set of attitudes that you have about yourself, about the world, about your future. That's what is going to determine whether or not you are going to stay exactly where you are, or if you're going to grow. And even if you say to yourself, oh, you know what, I'm pretty good, I'm pretty happy, and I've got a good life, and it's secure, and it's wonderful. What if your life was even just 10% better? What would your life be like if you were just 10% better in one particular area? Most often, there's still some growth that you can have. There's still some forward movement you can make. And it's very, very exciting when you release yourself from the self-inflicted bond of, well, I've kind of hit my limit. I've hit what I'm going to reach in life. And well, it's kind of either all downhill from here, or this is what I have to, people basically settle. And there is no joy in settling, right? There's no joy in settling for a job. There's no joy in settling in a relationship, because if you settle, you're obviously compromising something away that you really, really want. And everyone should get out of life what they really, really want. So if you want to do your own super awesome self-assessment, there's a great tool that I use. It's called 7 Levels Deep. It basically talks about what's most important to you, and then it asks a series of questions, which is why. Why is the thing before so important to you? So 7levelsdeep.com is the number 7, levelsdeep.com. You can go do it yourself. It's a great it's one of the many self-assessment tools out there. Hard to get right, really kind of frustrating sometimes when you go through it, but it will get to the crux of what really is important to you and what is really driving you. And when you look at the answers that you give, you're going to be able to see, do I have a fixed mindset or do I have a growth mindset? Is my attitude one of learning, or is my attitude one of holding back, of staying in your comfort zone because leaving it is either too scary or too painful, or you've been bitten and burned before and you really just don't want to do it again? The cool thing is we're extremely resilient human beings, and growth is what keeps us happy. Growth is what makes us feel fulfilled. It makes us feel like we matter. And if you want to matter, then I really encourage you to take a little bit of a hard look at yourself, even if you're not like using a tool. Just ask yourself, am I learning? Am I dedicated to that kind of a life, of an attitude? And if your answer is, yeah, maybe not, make a change. Make an adjustment. I hope you guys have found this helpful. Of course, if you know anybody who's struggling with what the word mindset is or what the heck it means to them, please share it. Love to hear what your mindsets are, and I'll see you guys soon. Ciao, ciao.